股市多空指标买卖最新讯号，欢迎锁定非凡新闻 APP。刚才黄仁勋在松山机场也再度表达了非常的幸运，跟台湾像是台积电、鸿海、伟创等公司合作。我们再来听听看现场的内容。
We gave them 6 brand new chips, and every single one is perfect. And so it requires, in order to support NVIDIA's AI infrastructure build out, we need a very large company, and TSMC has great scale.
Jensen, if the H200, if the Chinese government ends up approving more H200, how would you discuss with TSMC to manage the CoWoS capacity allocation? And what is your priority?
Well, we always prioritize customers that place orders, and so the first thing that we need is orders. And we have a supply that supports all of our existing customers. If H200 is approved, we will work with TSMC to schedule and plan the supply and deliver as fast as we can.
Is NVIDIA in talks to invest more in OpenAI? Because the latest from this morning is NVIDIA is in. Sorry.
Thank you. Actually, Micron CEO will come to Taiwan today as well. And you mentioned
Sanjay, yes, Sanjay is here today.
Yes. And you mentioned the memory.
I thought all of you were here for me. You're here. Which is a good idea because Sanjay is terrific.
Yeah. And so, how do you see the importance of the memory chips right now? Can you share a little bit?
Memory chips are very important for several reasons. As you know, NVIDIA has reinvented computing from the general purpose computing world to the AI computing world. The latest generations of AI need several things at the same time. You need very fast processing so that the AI networks, the AI models, can be processed very quickly and answer and think very quickly. The second thing is that AI is only useful if it has context awareness. It has to understand the circumstance. It also needs to have long-term memory and short-term memory. Just like humans do, we have long-term memory and we have short-term working memory. And so the amount of memory that's needed for AI to be useful is increasing quite substantially. And so I think memory is very important to the future of AI. And Micron's an excellent partner. We're fortunate because we're the only company in the world that works with every HBM supplier in the world, and I'm grateful for their partnership. And Tony at SK and Jay at Samsung and Sanjay at Micron have done a fantastic job supporting us. And this year we're going to grow quite substantially, so they're going to need to produce a lot of memory.
So you meet with CP Mayor? HB Mayor thinks there's a progress in the headquarters.
Is there? Is that right? Am I coming? Do you guys know?
Even Mayor wants you to go.
Oh, okay.
He invites you, man.
Is that right? Okay. When is it?
He said you decided.
Oh, is that right?
I'll
Okay. Well, which day do you guys? When are you guys available? Are you guys available this week? Okay, maybe. Yeah. If you're available, we will arrange it around your schedule. Yeah, sure.
So over 80% of Taiwan residents feel positive about NVIDIA's new Taiwan office, and it's a very happy, it's a good news for NVIDIA. And this final
and it's going to be beautiful. I have not shown you the final design.
U.S. government trying to shift 20% from Taiwan's control to the U.S. How do you think about it?
I don't think shifting is the right way to think about it. Adding, TSMC is going to have to add tremendous amounts of capacity in the next decade. And some of it will be manufactured in the United States, some of it will be in Europe, and some of it will be in Japan. A lot of it will continue to be. And so my expectation is that the demand for TSMC person capacity will far exceed the amount of energy available in Taiwan. And so I think that's great for TSMC. TSMC has a global footprint now. And for the United States, it's also a great strength because we have manufacturing resilience. For TSMC, it has the benefit of global footprint. So I think it's a win-win for both. It's a giant win for TSMC.
Some say
is there any risk of because the CEO of Anthropic said the AI advanced chip sold in China has some risk. What do you view on it?
Well, the United States government has determined that selling H200s to China has no national security risk. Now, that's very common sense because China manufactured a lot of chips themselves. China, as you know, is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chips. And China is very good at manufacturing. And so the idea that the Chinese military would rely on American chips makes no sense, just as American military would never rely on Chinese chips. There's plenty of technology for China to use, and there's plenty of supply for them to use. Now, once we realize that, then the goal is to balance, to simultaneously achieve national security, as well as technology leadership, as well as economic leadership. And every country needs to find that balance. And President Trump has found his balance, and he encourages us to go back to China with H200 and extend America's technology leadership and AI leadership.
Just on H200, so we've heard that the first batch of customers has received approval for H200. So the chips are able to ship to China, some of the chips. So what are you hearing from the Chinese government or the customers?
I believe that's fake news. I believe that the Chinese government is still deciding, and we have not received purchase orders, and we have not received information according to the news. I think that's just fake news. I think the question that one would think is the people who are feeding that fake news, what is their goal? It's kind of an interesting fake news. But nonetheless, I think China needs to contemplate and decide for themselves.
因为黄仁勋刚从中国来到台湾，那记者也问他有关于未来在军事、经济或者美国的地位等等。当然，他刚讲到非常多次 TSMC 台积电的重要。股市多空指标买卖最新讯号，欢迎锁定非凡新闻 APP。